Hello, Coachmetrix Coaches. Sal Sylvester here, founder and CEO of Coachmetrix. I wanted to share some really cool updates that we've been making to Coachmetrix and give you a sense of what's coming next. You might remember about a month ago, we released some automation inside of Coachmetrix. So you can essentially build programs if you go up to your coach navigation bar. You've got your programs link up here. Remember, this navigation bar is available only to you as the coach, not to your participants. And you can build out programs. So, for example, in this program, we have an executive coaching program that includes an intake session, coaching sessions, calibration session with a manager, and observation sessions. When I'm ready to share those with participants, those events, essentially I can add multiple coaching sessions, and I can insert the date and time of those sessions immediately, or I can, if I only have one coaching session where I know the date or the time, I can enter that now. And then once that event goes out to the participant's tile or their account, you can add those dates later on. Additionally, we added some automation. So you can link by clicking on the schedule resources, you can link before or after that event happens, discussions, resources, collections, and assignments. So for example, maybe 4 hours before your coaching session, you want to send a coaching session reminder. And maybe you want to send something out after the coaching session, again, whether it's a resource collection, discussion, or template. You can build that out inside of your programs feature. You can also add those events to the calendar. So you can completely automate your programs. So I wanted to just give you a reminder. That feature has been out for about a month or so. We're still making a few tweaks to the share events feature. Those will be rolling out within the next week or so. I wanted to give you a reminder on that. The other feature that we recently released is variables inside of your discussion templates. Remember, your discussion templates, anytime you have a repeatable discussion, such as a coaching session reminder, you can build a template and you can choose from that template when you're sending a discussion from a drop-down box. Well, we now have the ability to add some variables inside of your templates. So this is especially useful when you're using the automation feature from the programs feature that I just showed you, so that you can personalize all of your discussion templates. So for example, this is a coaching session reminder. Instead of having to fill that out later, I can insert the participant's name. I can also insert the coach's first name as a variable. And if I have a event that's associated with this discussion template, I can insert the event start time uh, and the event end time and the event date as an example. So I wanted to give you an update that we have this nice variables feature that is now part of Coachmetrix. You can update all of your discussion templates to make them more personalized. And then the other feature that we just released last week is we really wanted to smooth out the pulse feedback process. So now at the project level, if you want, we have this new button here that says request pulse feedback. You can click on that button, select any of the participants who are on your project, select the participant, and now from a single page, you can either automate the pulse feedback or you can send immediate pulse feedback, whatever works best for your project. And then as a reminder, we have this preview pulse feedback so that before you send it, you can take a look at what that pulse feedback is going to look like, or sometimes you may want to show your participant what that pulse feedback page is going to look like as well. So that'll always give you an idea of what that pulse feedback will look like before you send it. So I wanted to give you that heads up. 3 great new features. One, our automation feature for the programs and events so that you can automate everything before or after an event. Number 2, the variables feature inside of the discussions template. And then number 3, the request for pulse feedback. You can still send pulse feedback the old way, but we made a quicker approach for pulse feedback. I just want to let you know we also have some great changes coming up in Coachmetrix. You'll see this about every 2 weeks. We're rolling out either improvements to the platform or we're rolling out some new features. We've got some reporting upgrades that are coming in the near term. We have some upgrades to minimize the steps that it takes to send out a resource, a collection, or events. So that's going to be a welcome change here in the coming several weeks or months. We also have some exciting AI features that we'll be rolling out more toward the end of the year and into early next year. And then a whole bunch of new features and designs that are going to make Coachmetrix the platform of your choice to better serve and better manage, and most importantly, better measure in your coaching engagements. Feel free to reach out to me at any point in time or our support team, support at coachmetrix.com. Thanks, everyone.